According to a new analysis that will be made public at some point today called the Insurrection Index, more than 1,000 public figures participated in some way in Donald Trump's attempts to remain in office. Effectively, more than 1,000 public figures participated in some degree in Donald Trump's coup attempt. Let me read this from The Guardian, because this spells it out perfectly. All of the more than 1,000 people recorded on the index have been invested with the public's trust, having been entrusted with official positions and funded with taxpayer dollars. Many are current or former government employees at federal, state, or local levels. Among them are 213 incumbents in elected office and 29 who are running as candidates for positions of power in upcoming elections. There are also 59 military veterans, 31 current or former law enforcement officials, and 7 who sit on local school boards. When the index goes live, it will contain a total of 1,404 records of those who played a role in trying to overturn the 2020 election. In addition to the 1,011 individuals, it lists 393 organizations deemed to have played a part in subverting democracy. And this index, by the way, is being put out by a group called PublicWise. And again, it will be available at some point today, the 1-year anniversary of the January 6th Capitol Riot. So what does this mean? What does it mean that we had over 1,000 individuals that participated in some way in attempts to overturn the 2020 election? It means that this rot within the Republican Party has permeated all levels of the Republican Party. This is not just something we see amongst those crazy MAGA followers, right? The people out there doing boat parades and whatnot. It's bigger than that. It's not just a handful of reactionary types out there that were mad that Trump wasn't in office. These were people, plenty of them, as the index points out, hundreds of them that were currently serving as elected officials. Dozens of them that had sworn an oath to protect the United States, either as members of the military or members of other law enforcement agencies. And yet they participated in Donald Trump's attempts to overthrow the results of the 2020 election, either by participating in the Capitol riot itself, by supporting the Stop the Steal rally, or in the cases, that we're learning about through the January 6th Select Committee, actively coming up with plans to throw out the results of the 2020 election during that joint session of Congress a year ago. How do we fix this? How do we root these individuals out? Well, the index is a good start. Holding these people accountable, making them not just famous, but infamous for their role in all of this. But more importantly, you got to get the public to care about it. If their base, the people that elected them in the first place, are okay with what happened, then you don't remove these people from office. If a majority of their voters support their actions, whether it was partaking in the Capitol riot, whether it was drafting plans and coming up with PowerPoints on how you're going to overthrow the election, if the majority of their base that votes for them supports that, they will get reelected. The rot is throughout the Republican Party. And we have to come up with better ways to fix that. Because right now we don't have any. We can publicly name them, we can shame them, we can talk about how horrendous this was that this even happened, but at the end of the day, if their people support it, they're still going to be in office. So how to crack that nut? That is the challenge that lay before us right now. And we'd better start coming up with answers, because elections truly are right around the corner at this point.